Welcome back to the Sports News Analysis YouTube channel, where I'm always breaking down the hot sports topics of the day. My name is Mike, coming at you this Monday night with some NFL news regarding Daquan Bowers of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Daquan Bowers, my man, what were you thinking? If you haven't heard, Bowers was boarding a plane at LaGuardia Airport in New York. In his carry-on bag, a loaded firearm. He was detained by the airport security, arrested on criminal possession of a firearm as well. He's expected to appear in court tonight in New York. But Bowers, again, trying to board a passenger plane headed for Raleigh, North Carolina with a loaded handgun in his carry-on bag. You wonder why guys, A, think this is okay, or B, think they're going to get away with it. It's one of those two scenarios here. But you have to wonder what the Buccaneers think about all this. The Buccaneers take a risk on Bowers in the second round of last year's draft when he had injury concerns coming out of Clemson. He misses the first 6 games of this year with a ruptured Achilles tendon, plays in the last 10 games, records 3 sacks for the season, and now you have an issue like this happen as well. So whether it's the injuries, whether it's giving this guy a chance when a lot of teams turn their back on him in the draft, or it's now the arrest. A lot of question marks surrounding Bowers now, as there had been already. And, specifically with the Tampa defensive line, you have Gerald McCoy, who had a solid season this season, a Pro Bowl season, coming off of the first season where he showed consistency as a pro, which is a good thing. But now you have this situation with Bowers that has to develop here after he's coming off of playing the last 10 games of last season. And you have Michael Bennett, who might be the winner in all of this, who was a free agent. And, if the Buccaneers are looking to retain their own players, as they've been on record as saying, this Daquan Bowers situation, although unfortunate for Bowers potentially, could potentially be a good thing for Bennett if he indeed wants to re-sign with the Buccaneers. Gives him a little bit more leverage because they'll be so thin at the position now. Even if nothing happens to Bowers legally, even just his his reputation and what the organization thinks of him may have obviously took a hit with this situation as well. Be an interesting situation to monitor here as we go through the offseason. Again, Daquan Bowers arrested for carrying a loaded handgun onto a passenger plane at LaGuardia Airport in New York. What do you guys think of this? There's obviously no excuse for this in the day and age we live in. I think you pretty much know, especially in New York where the gun laws are very strict, carrying a loaded handgun on a carry-on, you wonder what goes through these guys' minds when they do things like this. But he's not the first guy to have it happen to him, and I'm sure he won't be the last. Let me know what you guys think of this. Hit me up in the YouTube comments. Hit me up on Twitter at SNewsAnalysis. And guys, I post about 3 or 4 sports talk videos per day here to my YouTube channel. So if you subscribe to my page, you'll get all of my videos uploaded to your feed here on YouTube for free. And to go along with all my analysis here, I think my mock draft might change a little bit. It might reflect Tampa Bay going the defensive line route in the draft now. But it's something to look forward to down the line here, guys. Have a great night.